So your work, now we're going to offer you a phrase here, and this is a key phrase. As you capture it for yourself, this is going to make the distinction that you are asking for and that a lot of you are asking for. Hear this phrase: the awesome power of non-resisted thought. Meaning, you're hooked up with source energy who's focused on you and what you want and what you've already become, and it is happening. The awesome power of non-resisted thought. And when you hang around in that frequency on a really regular basis, people are watching you in amazement about what's going on in your life. But now we want to change one word in that. This is the distinction that we're asking. The awesome pleasure of non-resisted thought. Now think about that, because when you're thinking about the power of non-resisted thought, what it does to most of you is it causes you to stand in your now, harness your power, and then point it at things that are wrong to make them better. And when you do that, that's when you introduce resistance into the equation, and that's when you're not in the receiving mode, and that's why it remains sort of limping along a little bit, you see. But when you change that one perspective, so that you're not looking for the power to change something, because you understand you already changed it. You did step one and launched rockets, and source energy already lined up with what you asked for, so the change has already been made. So the awesome power has already happened. Now you're lining up with that non-resistant thought by simply reaching for the pleasure. The pleasure. Now sometimes pleasure sounds like sitting down and doing nothing. Sometimes pleasure feels more like getting out into the open air and doing something. So when you are looking for the most pleasurable thing that you can experience, the most pleasurable thought, the most pleasurable focus, then what begins to happen is you are more steady in your vibrational frequency. That's what that practicing of that muscle is. You're steadier in your frequency, so that more of what you're wanting is flowing to you more of the time. Yes?
Yes, yes.
You feel the distinction?
I do, yes.
Just be playful about all of this. There's nothing serious going on. In other words, you've done all the work. That's the thing that most don't understand. If you could see in your vortices the way we do, there's stuff there that would keep you busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. You've sifted and sorted. You have evolved. It's time for you to cash in your vibrational chips. It's time for you to practice the pleasure of thought. So what that means is, because most people are responding to the environment around them, most people are having knee-jerk responses to world events or local events, or even to something that somebody just said. Sometimes it feels like somebody pokes you in the eye. They're well-meaning usually, but sometimes it feels like that. And so rather than being a responder or someone who is having a knee-jerk response to conditions, what you really want to do is get out ahead of it.